Yo ho ho, it's me, the ukulele teacher, here to teach you how to play Frosty the Snowman. So, grab your uke, make sure it's in tune, and if you don't know how to do that, then you can download my app, the ukulele app, right now for free. And get ready to play Frosty the Snowman. Just in case you haven't heard the song before, I'm going to play you through a little snippet of it now to give you a rough idea of what it'll sound like when you've learned it. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when they put it on his head, he began to dance around. Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye saying, "Don't you cry, I'll be back again someday." These are the chords that you'll need for the song. If you already know them, skip ahead now. To play the chord of G, put your first finger on the second fret of the third string, your second finger on the second fret of the first string, and your third finger on the third fret of the second string. And the chord of G should sound like this. To play the chord of C, put your third finger on the third fret of the first string, and the chord of C should sound like this. To play the chord of D, put your first, second and third fingers on the second fret of the fourth, third and second strings, and the chord of D should sound like this. To play the chord of D7, bar the second fret with your first finger. That means you push down on all four strings at the same time. Then add your second finger to the third fret of the first string, and the chord of D7 should sound like this. To play the chord of B minor, keep that bar on the second fret, then add your third finger to the fourth fret of the fourth string, and the chord of B minor should sound like this. To play the chord of A minor, put your second finger on the second fret of the fourth string, and the chord of A minor should sound like this. And to play the chord of E minor, put your first finger on the second fret of the first string, your second finger on the third fret of the second string, and your third finger on the fourth fret of the third string, and the chord of E minor should sound like this. Or if you're looking for an easier way to play it, just go back to that G shape and add your fourth finger to the fourth fret of the third string. Now, more or less all the way through the song, I play a nice and simple down, down, up, down, up, down, up pattern on each of the chords, like this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So the first line, the chords are G, C, and G. You play the pattern twice on the G, and then once on the C, and once on the G, like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. And it should sound like this. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul. And then the second line, the chords are C, G, D, G. And here you just play the pattern once on each of the chords, like this. C, G, D, G. So those first two lines all together should sound like this. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. Then the next two lines of the verse are almost exactly the same. They start off with the same G to C to G pattern like this. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. But then in the fourth line, you play the pattern once on the C and the G, but then you just play one downstroke on C, D7 and G, like this. C, G, C, D7, G. That should sound like this. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. So let's put that all together and play through the whole verse, nice and slow. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. And now we move into the chorus, and there are just two lines in the chorus. The first line, the chords are C to B minor to A minor to G. And here you just play the down, down, up, down, up, down, up pattern once on each of those chords, like this. C, B minor, A minor, G. And then in the second line, you play the pattern twice on D, once on E minor, and then one downstroke on the D, like this. 1, 2, 1, downstroke. So let's put it all together, and the chorus should sound like this. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when they put it on his head, he began to dance around. And basically the song just repeats the same chords all the way through. Verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. So just download the song sheet, put it all together, and that's how to play Frosty the Snowman. I've been the ukulele teacher. If you have any requests for future lessons, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I love you all and I wish you the best.